Ah, yeah. Got caught slacking. Can't be caught slacking here, dude. Not today. Not today. Well, I mean, technically today. Not relevant, though. I guess it, you know what, maybe on second thought it is kind of like relevant, just a little bit. Potato, potato. Not bad. Not bad at all. One good round 15, please. Daddy just wants one good round 15. God, I got so lucky there. Holy moly, I got lucky, dude. It's hard to state just how lucky I got there, but the fact that these snipers ended up switching down there... very lucky. Dude, what is this? Oh. Don't look at me, chat. Don't look at me. I'm speedrunning awfully. I am hideous. God damn. I mean, I'm alive, but I don't feel very alive. You feel me? Alright, now we're not gonna miss our timing window. Not gonna miss it now, dude. Except for the bit where we have multiple balloons just like straight up barreling down to the exit there. Maybe that'll do something. I don't know, man. So you guys excited for any upcoming games? Hades 2 is a very big release I'm very excited for. I think this year is going to be a relatively quiet year for games. I mean, we just had an amazing year. So I think things are going to end up kind of slowing down just a little bit. But Hades 2... I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm not quite sure. Nutrition, what would you say is a game that you're looking forward to? In Super Giant Games is always true. Wait for Silk Song. Look, I'll go down to the Silk Song headquarters there, and I'll be like, hey, when you're releasing the game, and they'll be like, in due time, and they'll be like, okay, sure, whatever. Who knows if Silksong is still happening? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows anymore? I don't even think that they know if it's happening anymore. Just welcome to Dev Hell, fellas. Played Hollow Knight yourself? I have not played Hollow Knight, though. I've had multiple people telling me that Frosty, play Hollow Knight. It's really good. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'll get around to it. I'm not like... I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm like the biggest Metroidvania fan ever. Like, I like Metroidvanias a decent amount, but I'm not gonna say they're like my favorite sort of. They're not my favorite sort of game. Funnily, it might seem very weird, but I'm not really much of a puzzle gamer. If I suck, can I tell black people jokes? No, you may not. Look, I'm sure you can tell black people jokes there in the comfort of your own home, but if you wish to broadcast it to, you know, quite a few people, here is not the place to do so. And look, Fleabaz, I'm sure you're a wonderful person. But here is not the time nor the place to be doing it. It's weird. Usually this round's a bit tricky there. Apparently not today. Not today. This is starting to get a little bit iffy on whether I'm actually about to hit this breakpoint. I think we barely have enough money for Elite Snapper before 60. If we don't hit Elite Snapper before 60, we're about to be losing a lot of time. In which case... Ah, okay, no, we definitely hit. Definitely hit. Beautiful. So this should last up until 64, which is pretty much exactly where I want it to go. Anything before 64 is a little cringe. Oh, it lasts on 64 there, yeah. 65 is... I'm fine with it falling off on 65. I don't care past that point. Alright. Looked close, wasn't close. How can I tell? Just trust me, bro. Trust me. Oh, dude, I was wondering, I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something important. Something that I might need later on. And it's like... I'm sure whatever it is, it can't be that important. It mustn't be that important if I'm forgetting it right now. It's literally an Elite Defender, dude. I just spent 2k, well, 2.5k just wasting a whole bunch of time. I might honestly die for this on 75. Look, just don't kill me. Just don't kill me. That's all I'm asking. I don't think it's unreasonable. I'm just saying, just don't kill me, though. So usually we would have afforded Elite Defender on this round here. A little awkward, not gonna lie. As I get the feeling that it's going to be a tight 75. Unless I never get punished here. Never punished, thank you. Why would I ever get punished? Did you use no story mode to buy when I did half cash in Chimps? I mean, if you gave me enough time here to pretty much just gather my thoughts, I could just snap all of these off. Well, I can snap the majority of Chimps maps off without really having to think about what I'm doing whatsoever. Like, I consider Sanctuary to be a pretty easy map at this point for me. I don't have to rely on P-spike placement or anything like that, so it's just... Here's this thing that you can do to make this really, really quick. And past that point, I'm just like, alright, cool, off to the races. Looking good. Now we target this to first here. What exactly is the elite targeting? Elite targeting will target strong for the first 75% of the track there, and then when balloons start to enter the final bits of the track, it'll target to first. Might seem like it's quite good there, but sometimes you just want to keep it on a specific targeting there just to make sure that it just does its job. You feel me? Kind of feels like we're playing two completely different games. I wouldn't really say it's that far ahead, you know. So strong but different. Yeah, I'm not going to say it doesn't have application, because in reality it does. It's just perhaps not what you might be expecting half the time to use it. Or, you know, it's not exactly what you may be expecting to get out of it there for the most part. Because, I mean, after all, it does kind of have this, you know, this kind of sleek name and everything. It's like, ooh, elite targeting. Ooh, wow. How smart, how chic. So you have something else to clear the rear, right? Well, I mean, that's kind of it. But funnily enough, Elite Defender wants to be targeting first, because the further along the balloons are along the track here, the more damage that it's going to end up doing. So combined with Bouncing Bullet here, it ends up having a really strong 1-2 combo that you don't really want to mess around with. And you might be thinking, okay, Frosty, why Sabotage? Sabotage just doesn't really make a ton of sense. And I'd be like, oh, that's a great question. Sabotage is mostly for tricky rounds, like, in particular, 93, 90, mostly just DDT rounds that we can't guarantee that we've got enough damage here. And we just need to be able to hold everything in place here. Kind of just as simple as that. These balloons got to stay in place, dude. And I'm the one to hold them there. So now we resharpen up there. Sharpen up, gamers. Activate the Sabo just a little bit later there. Mostly because if you end up activating too early, as you can see in the final parts of that round, it actually ends up eating into the time there, so you don't really want to do that. Really important to target here. Very important to target here as well. I have to end up activating early there. If I don't end up activating early there, I'm a dead man. Whoo! That's a world recce, baby. The real question is, do I remember to submit it? That's the real question here. What is this music? It reminds me of so much, but I don't know that. It is from Super Mario